Right, good afternoon, and thank you very much for joining me again today. And I am back with Mr. Albert Matapo. Mr. Matapo, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm fine. Thank you very much. How about you, Mr. Gambagwe?
Fantastic, fantastic. How is this January treating you?
No, we are okay. We are fine, except that, of course, we are worried with our, our brothers and sisters, parents, grandparents, and so on, who are back at home, who are suffering so much.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, so I think let us continue from where we left off. We had spoken a lot over the months of December and part of January. Can you give us any update? What is happening? What are you planning? What can we expect from the Zimbabwe People Power Movement?
Yes, maybe the first thing that I would want the people of Zimbabwe to know is that I'm a bit far away from you at the moment. This is why we are not having these daily, our usual daily sessions. So the people of Zimbabwe should not be worried by the absence. It does not mean that the program is dead. No. Actually, what I would want to assure them is that New Zimbabwe is unavoidable. New Zimbabwe is coming. Zimbabwe People Power Movement will deliver New Zimbabwe, very soon. All we need is just to unite. So as you have said that today we are just going to go through a number of areas. Yes, let's proceed. But for sure case, New Zimbabwe is unavoidable. We are going to deliver New Zimbabwe. Things will be okay. Yes.
Okay, so I think let's start with looking at the questions that people had forwarded to you. Some people wanted to ask questions.
Yes.
Can you please provide us with some answers to those questions?
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. To start with, let me say that, look, I said before that a country with good leadership has got everything. That is the starting point. If the leadership is not good, then that country is dead. That country is nothing. Even if you have got all the wealth, all the minerals that you can think of, all the diamond, the gold, the platinum that we have in Zimbabwe, everything. But because we do not have the right leadership, then we have nothing. So it starts from there. Therefore, I'm going to look into some questions, not all questions, but I will go through some few questions that I have. Some of them are negative, some of them are positive. But because we need to be credible leaders, we don't ignore anything. So we look at both sides. So I will start straight away. One, Kudasteni Manyonga asked the question. Some of them are in Shona, so I will have to read them in Shona. He said, it's a comment actually, but I will just talk about it. Kudasteni Manyonga said, Uri kutaurisa, move fast. CIOs are infiltrating you. Yes, tinotofanira kuti titaure, nekuti kana tikarega kutaura sezvizvi, hatigoni kubatanidza vana veZimbabwe vese kuti vazive kuti nekuti chatinoda imandate kuvana veZimbabwe. Tinoda kuti vana veZimbabwe vatitume. Saka zvino kana tikanyarara tikarega kutaura, vana veZimbabwe havagoni kuziva kuti kune vanhu vanokwanisa kuti vasenze navo kuti zvinhu zvitinakire. Saka ndo zvandingangokomenda ndingaisa kuna Kuda zvakare akaita mumwe mubvunzo futi zvikanzi, you have an idea, but for you to succeed you need the backing of established movements like MDCA. Yes, you are right, Kuda, there, that we need backing of everybody. It's not only MDC Alliance that should come to work with us, but we need almost everybody, because it is important. This program is not just for me, it's not just for MDC, it's not just but it's for all Zimbabweans. So we need all Zimbabweans to back this movement so that then we can talk about, we can be where we should be. And another thing is we should look at how the MDC Alliance became established. MDC Alliance became established through efforts of all the people. So we still need efforts of everybody, including you, Kuda, so that then we can also become established and we can deliver what we should deliver. Isheunesu Nyakurai asked the question, why can't you be part of MDC Alliance? Yes, it's important, it's good. He is asking that why I'm not being part of MDC Alliance. Look, I've always answered this question this way, that I have been part of MDC Alliance, but we decided that we saw that politics is dividing the people of Zimbabwe. The situation that we are in right now, ZANU-PF is taking advantage of the divisions that are between the people of Zimbabwe along mostly political lines, tribal lines, regional lines, and so on. And so we decided to form a totally different thing that is non-political. So this thing is apolitical, though the idea is to advance political, connotations. But it does not mean to say that being a member of Zimbabwe People Power Movement means you cannot be a member of MDC Alliance. You can belong to any political party, but at the same time, you can also be part of Zimbabwe People Power Movement, which is a social movement anyway. So by being a member of Zimbabwe People Power Movement, it does not mean to say that I cannot belong to a political party. So we are calling upon all people, whether you are in MDC Alliance, whether you are in ZANU-PF, or you are in Ndonga, you are in Mutwakazi, you are in whatever political party, as long as you believe that you are sick and tired of ZANU-PF, the system of criminals. It's not all ZANU-PF members who are bad, but it's just a few criminals who are causing all these things. You can still be part of Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Freddy Chigora asked the question. He said, I hope you will not end up being a mere talk. This will never end up being a mere talk. We are going to deliver what we should deliver. We are going to make it. I say the new Zimbabwe is unavoidable. New Zimbabwe is certainly coming. And so people should gear up for new Zimbabwe. Naomi Musoni Chiera asked the question, instead of you joining Chamisa, you want him to join you. Jirikufamba say, I don't understand that, because all the people of Zimbabwe are born equal. We are all born equal. We are all created equal. And if we are created equal, anyone can be a leader of Zimbabwe at any point, as long as that person has got the backing of the people of Zimbabwe. So for me to join another person, when we are saying we have a new, completely new thing, which is Zimbabwe People Power Movement, a social movement, I don't really understand where this person is coming from, but it's a good question anyway. But look, the point is, we want all Zimbabweans to come together, regardless of which political party they come from. And so for me then to abandon this project, go and join Nelson Chamisa, then it defeats the purpose. That's how I look at it. Then Brighton Nkompilo said, this is a joke, such a boardroom discussion. Chamisa has more political mileage than you, Matapo. So who should join the other? Well, that's good. That's your opinion. It's not bad. But look, you are not looking at the fundamentals of Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Zimbabwe People Power Movement does not mean to dilute Chamisa, does not mean to dilute MDC, does not mean to destroy anyone, but we seek to unite everybody so that we move together. We appreciate the good work that has been done before. We appreciate every effort that every leader is putting. And so we don't despise anyone. We don't look down upon anyone. We want everybody to come forward so that we can work together and then deliver and achieve this which we want. We don't want to go to 2023 elections. 2023 elections will not bring us anything. We don't believe in any talks with ZANU anymore. All these dialogues and what have you will not deliver anything. We'll only, give credit to the leaders and make them benefit and make them rich. What about the ordinary people like me and you? So let us unite under one umbrella and achieve that which we want to achieve. Bernard Chigonga said, this Matapo thing is dreaming. You now want to be the motherboard of all opposition parties. This is absolutely nonsense. Oh, very good. That's how he looks at it. I don't know whether all Zimbabweans look at it this way. That Matapo is dreaming and this will not deliver anything. Let us unite. I cannot do anything alone. This movement does not belong to me. It belongs to all of us. So the responsibility of removing a criminal system, a system of criminals, is a responsibility of all of us. It's not just my responsibility. We need to come together and do it. So if there is somebody who is looking only to, who's only looking at me and saying, no, Matapo must do it, then that becomes a dream. But if we come together, surely we will do it. It does not mean to say by leading this movement, I am going to be the leader of Zimbabwe. No, it does not mean that. The people of Zimbabwe can choose anyone in the process as we go. So here is the beginning. Let us make it strong. Let us do something together. That's what it should be. There is a Vizobgo said, why trust CIO in a WhatsApp group? To this one, she feels that we are CIOs in a WhatsApp group, unless I'm missing the point. So if people think along those lines, it's unfortunate. The people of Zimbabwe, when are you going to wake up? When are we going to unite and be one person? When are we going to look at reality and then face our problems as a unity and together so that we can be somewhere? Another one called Jema Dambuzo said, this guy and Jonas are same WhatsApp group, and things they say, there's a kunyepa and cannot be verified. I don't seek to say anything that cannot be verified. It's you and me who are suffering in Zimbabwe. Unless this person is saying, the people of Zimbabwe are not suffering, ZANU is delivering, ZANU is doing the best. But that's not how I look at things. I think we are faced with criminals who are running down our economy, who are stealing. If you look at them, they are filthy rich. The whole economy is now in the hands of a few individuals, a few ZANU-PF hands. And is that the best for Zimbabweans? Is that the best for us? I don't know. Whatever he means by saying that I am in the same WhatsApp group with Tinashe Jonas and for whatever reasons. Then what Boss Padimur Marway said, it is rubbish. You guys got data to waste. So to this person here, we are wasting data, or people are wasting data listening to all this. I don't know, people of Zimbabwe. Look at it from that angle. Is that the right way? Another one, Prince Tatenda Chinyua said, Gambakwe, so sorry, my brother. You have completely lost it. This guy is as stupid as Scaffmore, and your news is becoming comic and too fictional. This stupid party is only known by you two, Chete, and no one else. Okay. The people of Zimbabwe, I'm trying to bring out this so that if you have got the same feeling with some of these comments, you can, it's okay, you can go along with that. But those of you with brains, with 5 senses, I'm sure you are going to see it in a different way. We will point out all these. We will not hide them. Remember, I want to remind you one thing. I applaud one guy, David Cameron of the United Kingdom. He was prime minister and he campaigned to become prime minister. One major thing that he used in his campaign was that he said, if you vote me into power, I'm going to give you the opportunity to vote. I will give you a referendum to choose whether you want to stay in Europe or you want to leave European Union. And for sure, people voted him and he got into power. After getting into power, what did he do? He gave them the referendum. And then he said, but I want you to vote no. Let us remain in European Union. If you vote yes, if you want to move out of European Union, I'm going to resign. For sure, people voted yes, and David Cameron will resign. I'm saying this is the sort of leadership we want. We want honorable leaders. We want people who face reality. Where I am despised, I will say it. Where I am not, I will say it. So I will always face reality. I will not hide anything. So this is why I'm bringing forward all these comments. I'm not saying these people are bad, but I'm saying the people of Zimbabwe, look at how others are thinking. Is this the way? Should we just stop and leave this and then look forward to heaven for an angel to deliver a new Zimbabwe for us? Or we should keep on putting efforts so that the criminals can go, unless you are saying they are not criminals. Those of you who are still believing in this system, I'm surprised. I would be surprised, really, because Zimbabwe is sinking. Let me just finish a few that I have. Emmanuel Nyoni said, no, thanks. We will stick to Chamisa. Even the way you dress and your haircut does not look like a visionary to lead a country to the 22nd century. I think some of these people, you know, they are paid by the same criminals. They are paid to do this on social media, to abuse others on social media. I think the people of Zimbabwe, we should say no to this kind of thinking. Then another one is called Michael Farirai. We now need action, otherwise December 2023, anongosvika tichingoti we are going to do wonders. Ivo vachingotonga. Thank you very much for such a positive comment. Yes, we need to do more. We need to do action. We need to make sure that we deliver that which we are promising. We should not just keep on talking. That is very true. Certainly, it is you, the people of Zimbabwe, who are delaying this movement. Let us come together. The time for you to pass on this message right down to the grassroots has come. Please do that. Thank you very much, Michael. Another one, Newman Lerumo. In Africa, the opposition would unseat the government, then continue with corruption. Getting elected is also a surefire way to get rich. Once in office, members enjoy access to connections and information they use to increase their wealth in ways that are unparalleled with the private sector. This is very true. It's very common in Africa that once leaders have been selected or they've been voted into power or they found their way into power, they become corrupt, they begin to steal, they begin to oppress people, they begin to murder citizens. I am aware of all that. But my assurance to you, people of Zimbabwe, is that Zimbabwe People Power Movement seeks to change all this status quo. We want this to change. We want the picture of Africa, not just Zimbabwe, but the whole of Africa. We must fight for Africa. Africa must change the way we do things. If it means these ways of doing things are meant to oppress our people, to make the people suffer, why don't we change? It is time that we should change, that we should begin to be noble people, to be, people who are there for the rest of the people. So I assure you that we have that on our tables. We don't seek to come and become enemies of the people. That will never happen. That must end. All the divisions, tribal divisions, racial divisions, regional divisions must end. Thank you very much, Newman. Another one, Fred E.J. Chigodora. We are itching to reach this utopia. Let us stop specifying and act. Zimbabweans are suffering terribly every passing minute. Even the vegetables they are advised to eat are not available. This is the reality. Thank you so much for this reality. We must move fast. Our people are suffering. We are suffering in the hands of a few people, not more than 200, are oppressing us, are stealing from us, are plundering our economy. We cannot continue to allow this to happen. Dave Moyo said, it is very easy to turn around the economy of Zimbabwe, given any leader who has people at heart. That is all which is needed. You need leaders with people at heart. That's all. That's the fundamental. Otherwise, even a 15-year-old boy or a girl can lead Zimbabwe, provided that boy or girl has people at heart. That's all we need. And then we move on together. You must have an ear to listen to the people and a heart to love the people, and the willingness to move forward. And we assure you that. The other one is Mandla Nue. I have a place where I went to, where I want you to build a big dam for my village for irrigation. Remember me in New Zimbabwe. This person is already seeing New Zimbabwe. People of Zimbabwe, this is positive. There are people already seeing New Zimbabwe and is thinking of building dams, building irrigation facilities, and all sorts of things. These are good ideas, and we like such ideas, and this is what we are looking forward to. Then the other one is Akarai Chimumu. Yeah, thanks, but do not change your mind, brothers. Look, thank you so much for that. This is positive. She does not want us to change from where we are. Why should we change? When we change, people of Zimbabwe must do what we are doing now to ED. They must do that to us. Mandela once said that. Mandela said, if we begin to do to our people what the apartheid regime was doing to us, then the people of Zimbabwe must do, the people of South Africa must do what we did to that, to the apartheid regime. So the same way, we should not expect that. That should never happen. That will not happen. This is a new era. We must start something new and move as one, and with love, with everybody on board. That will never happen. Then the other one is Norman Chiwota. He says, Mashaya Zekuita Naibaba. I do not see any action on the ground. You just sit there with the Gambagwe media. You are not doing anything to help Zimbabweans or solve the problems that we are facing as a country. Unfortunately, this is how this person thinks, but that's not our aim. Our aim is to sit, talk like this, pass the message to the people, so that you, the people, can come on board. We can work together. We have new, fresh ideas, and we build this, get to a point when we say enough is enough. Then we can start on a new page. The other one is Wilbert Nkala. He says, wishful thinking. Why are you hiding in South Africa? Go and face ED so that we can support you. We are tired of you guys. This person is tired of me. He wants me to go and with my fist to ED and fight ED. To him, that brings change. It's unfortunate. I hope the people of Zimbabwe, you know that it is not like that. We have to work it, and then we come together. It's not just one person. Now, lastly, I want to just thank the following people. I'm not going to read their comments because they are all highly positive comments. There is Mujaka Jaka Sibanda, Lloyd Manjokwani, Fidel Shumba, Gululeko Nyoni, Zata Shama, Yasini Boni Chiwisa, Obey Wekwadzafunwa. There are so many Zimbabweans who have come up with very highly positive comments, who are anticipating the best and that we are going to deliver change very soon. Thank you very much for the very good comments. And also thank you very much for those who had very negative comments. It's very good. It opens our eyes. It helps us to see. So do not hesitate to make comments, whether positive or negative. We accept them because they help us to build and move forward. So I would want to thank all the people of Zimbabwe, all those who have come forward. We are receiving massive numbers of people coming forward to work with us, to be part of Zimbabwe People Power Movement. I am aware that meetings are being held every day by the criminals in Zimbabwe, ED and team, that they are talking about us. They are saying they want to know all those who are working with me and what have you. We know all that. But what I want to tell ED is that those people whom you are sitting with, discussing us, are the same people who are working with me. And I know everything that is going on. I know everything that they are discussing. Sometimes some of the guys even tape and they send audios to me. So do not worry, people of Zimbabwe, do not worry this time around. People of Zimbabwe, whether police, whether army, whether CIO, prison service, whoever, they want change. So delivery of New Zimbabwe is unavoidable. I thank you so much, unless you have got some questions.
All right, Mr. Matapo, thank you very much. It was very clear, the answers that you gave. And I think the key thing that I heard you saying is that everything is still on track. You are still holding meetings, and people should just be prepared for the change that is coming.
Yes, that is very true. Wherever I am, that's why I'm saying I'm far away from Mr. Mbakwe. I am about to hold very crucial meetings with the international leaders of the international world. We are informing the whole world about this project. Do not worry. There is very positive, welcome from the international community. Right now, of course, I'm abroad, as you can see. I'm not with Mr. Mbakwe, and the reason why I'm abroad is because I'm here to address various forums where we are going to talk about all these things. Don't worry, I will brief you. I can't say it on this platform. I don't want to give details, but just know that we are taking our issue straight to the highest levels, and we are being accepted.
Okay, I think let us leave it on this, you addressing questions, and then when we come back again, we'll arrange a time which will notify everybody.
Yes.
And then we'll have another discussion, and we'll upload videos as soon and as often as possible.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matapo, and I'm going to be ending this discussion. So to everyone who's watching, Mr. Matapo's number is going to be on the screen. Please WhatsApp him if you want to talk to him, and let's keep the discussion going. We're going to be having Mr. Matapo again on Zoom as often as possible. And if you want to join into the discussion, now we can pre-record with Mr. Matapo. So you can arrange with Mr. Matapo if you want to join us in the discussion. Then we talk offline, and then we upload for everyone to see. And I think from my side, that will be it. Thank you very much, Mr. Matapo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.